I'm Red Robinson, and these are the Legends of Rock. Bobby Vee got his big break filling in for Buddy Holly after his tragic accident. I asked Bobby how he felt.
The scene for me is that my knees were knocking, and I was scared to death. It was every imaginable emotion. It was from my own stage fright to the euphoria of being on stage. When I think back on it, I don't know. I'm certain that in 1986 that would never happen. Right. The show wouldn't go on. But I think that was part of our tradition at that point. Hell or high water, the show will go on.
Leading up to that, had you pursued a record career on your own? I mean, before obviously you were brought into the spotlight. No.
I was just I was one of those guys that used to go to all the shows that came through town. My older brother and I, he played guitar too, and we used to go to all the shows. And we had a little band called the Shadows, and the local radio station, after they heard of the tragedy, asked for local talent to help fill in, and we called the station and ended up being on stage that night, actually opening the show. And it was a few months after that, there was a fellow in the audience that night that started booking us, and I'd been writing some songs, and I went in and cut a song that I wrote called Susie Baby, and one of those crazy things, whoa, they're playing it? It's number one? And we started getting calls from major companies, Liberty Records, and signed with them in 1960.
Who did most of the arrangements in those days? Was it Snuffy Garrett? Or?
Snuffy produced all of my songs. Snuffy had been a friend of Buddy Holly's. He was a disc jockey in Lubbock, Texas, and had moved out to Los Angeles, and he heard Susie Baby and thought, boy, that sounds a little bit like the Crickets and Buddy Holly, and so he signed us because of that. And I started working with Snuffy, and he produced all the records, and Ernie Freeman did the arranging.
Want more legends? Visit us at redrobinson.com.